Republican leader.
Last week's inflation report reinforced what working families across America already know. Washington Democrats' inflation is still packing a punch. Prices climbed 4.9% from this time last year. Just in the last month, they accelerated nearly half a percentage point. The Biden administration called the news, quote, "welcome breathing room for families." Welcome breathing room for families? According to the latest data, families have paid thousands of dollars more just to put food on their table on his watch. In Colorado, your average family has paid over $2,000 in additional food costs since 2021. In Arizona, those same groceries have cost households $1,800. In Montana, over $1,700. And in my home state of Kentucky, families have paid $1,600 more on average since President Biden took office. Doesn't sound like breathing room to me, Mr. President, especially at a time when workers' wages are failing to keep pace with out-of-control prices. Meanwhile, confidence in President Biden to do the right thing with the economy is at its lowest point since the Great Recession. That's hardly surprising when his top economic advisors refuse to even admit there's a problem. The president's latest pick to lead his Council of Economic Advisors has repeatedly said this administration didn't miss a thing on inflation. So while the Biden administration pats itself on the back for a job well done, let's remember where we were just 2 years ago. Since the president took office, prices have climbed a staggering, listen to this, 16%. 16% since the president took office. Gasoline up 54%, electricity up 22%, groceries up 20%, and higher interest rates are making it harder for working families to borrow and save for the future. Washington Democrats' reckless spending and green energy fantasies are sending our economy deep into the red. For 2 straight years, Americans have had to tighten their belt just to get by. It's time for this administration to wake up and do more of the same.